Hello everyone, myself Mitesh Savalya from Praveen Patil Polytechnic, lecturer in Electrical Engineering Department. In the previous video, we have learned about the PPA Power Purchase Agreement, the terms related to the Power Purchase Agreement. Now in the previous video, we have learned about the tariff design, what are the factors for the tariff design. After designing the tariff, we have learned the components, major components for the tariff that we have learned just in the previous video. And now in this video, we are going to learn about the metering. What is the metering and billings? So metering and billing management we are going to learn in this video. So there are two types of metering, net metering and gross metering. Net metering is a billing mechanism that credits solar energy system owners for the electricity they added to the grid. That means if we sell electricity to the power plant and if we buy the electricity from the power plant, the difference will be paid by either consumer or the service provider, depends on the buy and selling of the electricity. Let's take an example. If we have consumed 50 units from the supply and if we have a solar system installed at our home and if we sell the 40 units to the service provider, that is to the, if we give electricity back to the supply 40 units, the net result will be 10 units that we have borrowed from the supply and we have to pay just for this 10 units. Net result is 10 units that we have purchased from the supply, so we have to pay for the 10 units. So this type of metering is called as a net metering. Second is a gross metering. In this mechanism of billing, the billing is done separately for the power consumed from the grid and the power fed to the grid. The handy thing about the gross metering is that your electricity bill tells you exactly how much electricity your solar system has generated without the ambiguity of the net metering. That means in the gross metering, two separate billing is done. The electricity we have borrowed from the power supply that we have to pay differently, and the electricity that we have sell to the supply back, that billing will be done separately, and because of these two separate billings we get exact amount of electricity that our solar system has produced. Whereas in case of net metering, we doesn't get exact amount of idea what we have consumed, how much we have sent back. So in case of gross metering, we get an exact idea of how much electricity that we have generated and how much electricity we have sent back to the supply. So these two types of metering are available. One is net metering and other is a gross metering. Now there are some rules that MERC, Maharashtra Electricity Regulatory Commission, MERC has decided. So the rules, MERC rules for the net metering is, net metering arrangement shall be permitted by the distribution's license on non-discriminatory and first come first serve basis to the eligible consumers who tends to install the rooftop solar system connected to the network of distribution license. That means if we have installed a solar system at our rooftop, then only we can go for net metering option. If we don't have any solar connection at our home, so we cannot go for net metering option. The first and foremost and the most important thing is that installed solar system at our home. After that only we can go for the net metering option. And while applying for the net metering system, the first come first serve basis will be provided. If we get late for the application, then we might not get for the net metering option. Provided that the interconnection of such system with the network and distribution license is undertaken in accordance with the standard specified in the Central Electricity Authority. That means the another condition is that the installed solar system at our home should be compulsorily connected with the network distribution of the service provider. That means if we have solar system connected at our home, but that solar system is not connected to the service provider, then we cannot go for net metering. We can go for net metering if and only if when we connect our solar system to the service provider distribution network. Otherwise, we cannot go for the net metering. So these are the rules decided by the MERC for the net metering. What are the next rules? The distribution licensee shall allow net metering agreement to the eligible consumer so long as to cumulative capacity utilized at a particular distribution transformer does not exceed 15% of the rated capacity of the distribution transformer. That means if the distribution transformer have a capacity of 100 kVA, so you should not add more than 50 kVA back to the supply. Your sending back capacity to the distribution network should be less than 15% of rated capacity of distribution transformer of your area's distributed network. So, according to the distribution transformer's capacity, we have to install the solar capacity of our home, and then only we can go for the net metering. The distribution licensee shall provide yearly on its website and to the Commission information regarding the distribution transformer level capacity available for connecting rooftop solar system under net metering arrangement. That means each and every year service provider should update the available capacity of the transformer on the website. After that only someone can decide their own solar system. If we don't know the distribution capacity of our region's transformer, then we cannot decide we cannot install the proper solar system to our home. So, service providers should compulsorily update their daily basis capacity of distribution transformer on their website. Now, next rules for the net metering is the maximum rooftop solar capacity to be installed at eligible consumers' premises shall be governed by the available capacity at the service line connection of the eligible consumer premises and cumulative capacity utilized at a particular distribution transformer. That means according to the distribution transformer capacity, the household solar rooftop system can be installed. Provided that the capacity of rooftop solar system to be connected to eligible consumers' premises shall not exceed contract demand or the connected load of the eligible consumer. That means the installed solar capacity in any consumer's premises shall not increase their connected load demand. If the connected load of our home is 100 kilowatt, then we cannot install the solar capacity of 150 kilowatts because our connected load is 100 kilowatt. So we have to install the solar system of 100 kilowatt only. We cannot install the capacity beyond our connected load. So this was all about the metering and billing. So if you have any doubt, you can call me or else you can message me. Thank you.